Okay, we've spoken so much about education and knowledge.
Yes.
So let's go back into the Kenyan world.
Yes.
Because we are the Kenyan Fudge.
No, we're not going back. We're in Kenya.
Okay, no.
So let's continue from there. Yes.
Okay. So you know about the politics. Are you a person that is interested in politics? Do you have anything to say about politics? Because I had a question.
Yes, you can ask your questions. It's only that I have opinions.
Okay, nice. It's good.
And,
everybody has their own opinion.
Yes, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Very true.
Yes.
So let me ask you about the one aspirant that has been on every person's mouth.
WaJAHkoyah.
Mr. WaJAHkoyah himself. What do you think about him?
He's a very smart leader, very intellectual. It's only that the problem that we have, I'll go back to our education.
Nice.
Okay. Our system allows that the more popular candidates, are the ones who have a say. But the lesser ones who are more educated have nothing to say. Yeah.
So like the system, if for you to become a president, you must be well educated and stuff.
No. Unfortunately, in Africa, this is what happens. It is like a popularity contest. Okay.
And
the most popular lady in the estate gets to go first.
True.
But she will go with somebody who has money, not somebody who is educated. Okay. So at the end of the day, you want a person who will encourage everybody to have something in their baskets. Yeah.
Okay. Nice one. So about WaJAHkoyah, if given a chance.
Not given a chance. I've given a thought. And a long thought.
What do you think about his manifestos? Are they productive? Are they positive?
WaJAHkoyah is not wrong. Unfortunately for Africans, we always get a reason to look back to what is wrong. Now, when you say weed is bad, it is being used in the States, in Canada. It's allowed, yes. Only for medicinal, but it is allowed. But what is the amount of income that it rakes out?
The amount of revenue?
Yes, the amount of revenue is so high. How much is our GDP?
Very low.
Very low.
Yeah.
So we need to do this. If whatever is saying can get us our GDP high, then we are done. We are good.
Okay. Because he's coming with solutions on how to raise our GDP and pay the loans. I think his manifestos, the solutions he's giving,
a manifesto is never always a solution. A manifesto is like you thinking, how will I pay my loan? Okay? You need to come up with creative ideas. Which are those ideas that you have with whatever you have? So WaJAHkoyah is smart that he knows. Okay, actually most of our bank comes from Isibania on the Tanzanian side and on the Kenyan side.
Through the borders.
Yes, to our porous borders. Yes. Why don't we make this a harvest? Because it is something very marketable. It has a lot of money.
True.
We can still use the same on other manifestos.
True.
What I've not seen about WaJAHkoyah talking about is nothing about education. You're giving us free days. I'll give you examples. In countries like Denmark. In Denmark, yes, the amount of taxes we pay is so much.
Denmark?
Yes. But you see, from the high rate of taxes, they don't pay for education until campus, yes. Okay? They have taken in refugees. You don't pay for medical, and you're still employed. How will you complain about high taxes when you have everything? So it is up to the government to say this, that we have created an environment where, in as much as you're paying so much taxes, you have all the services that you need. Now, contrary to us, we don't have the services and we don't have the money. And we are paying the taxes.
True.
Yes.
Because looking what he was proposing, you see countries like Qatar, like the citizens are here, they don't work. So he was proposing, like, if you can make enough money out of this new market he's proposing, like almost every Kenyan citizen will be having enough money to sustain him. And so
our income per capita cannot allow that. Okay.
But if you can make money from the new market, it's saying.
It is not about that new market. We found oil. Have you seen any transformation in Kenya in regards to paying for our oil deficit or the oil money? Whatever we're getting from oil, then why are we having deficits in?
But I think the oil deficits are not, they can't supply, yes, tunaweza pata oil but not in that large quantity like those countries like Qatar or Russia. You know them, they kama wameamua ni kumine, they mine it in big volumes.
I tend to differ.
Okay.
One, you must send somebody to the ground to find out how much oil do we have. Is it feasible? If we get this oil, yeah, then is it sellable? And how much will we make from it? Now, the difference with our oil is thick, has much sulfur. So the process will be a bit different. But all the same, saying this, since it began, how much revenue do we have? The statistics, how much revenue have we got from this? Where are we offsetting? Who have we offsetted in terms of debts? I have never heard anything about that.
Okay. Yes. It was a nice conversation. It was nice conversing with you. Can you remind us of your name?
Justin again?
Justin.
Yes. I was Justin, yes.
Okay. So it was a nice session with you, actually. I've loved how you've reasoned.
We have to be logical.
Yeah, very logical.
Thank
As
you.
human beings,
Thank you.
we can agree to disagree. There's some points you agreed on.
Yes.
There's some that you never agreed on.
You don't have to agree with everybody.
Yeah.
You have to agree with whatever they're saying.
Okay.